Good morning, my tubies, my TikTokers, and my Twitters. It's SheilaTruelove here with you this fine Thursday morning. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I got up early because I have a whole new routine that I'm trying on for size, and this is working. So I get to fix my face up and everything. This is the beauty of being single. And what I'm about to share with you, this is my dream come true. What I'm about to share with you, this is something that I've been praying to God about through Jesus Christ. I want all women to take on this attitude. You know, I ran into this TikTok and I said, oh my God, like Martin Luther King said, I have a dream that someday, well, honey, I have a dream and I have a dream. And this is my dream come true. Listen in.
Oh no! I might be alone without a man someday when I'm 60 years old. Oh no! Whatever will I do? My world is ending. Oh no! Are you seriously trying to use that tired old scare tactic from like 70 years ago where you threaten women by telling them, oh, you're not going to have a man someday. You're going to be all alone without a man someday. Really? Come on, man. It's 2022, okay? Get with the times. Let me fill you in on a little secret here. Women don't give a shit if we have a man or not. Okay? We don't care anymore because we don't need men anymore. We have our own careers now. We have our own money now. We have our own homes now. We literally have everything that we need and we can provide that for ourselves. So why do we need you? We don't. If we have a man, it's because we want to have one. And in fact, I think it's that very thing that's making so many of you lose your fucking minds now, because now it has suddenly dawned on you that we don't need you anymore and that we don't have to settle for mediocre behavior. We're allowed to have standards now. And that right there is what's making you lose your fucking minds. And that right there is why you have been in my comment section throwing a crying hissy fit for the last 24 hours and counting. Jesus fucking Christ, man, go get a hobby or something. Or better yet, go see a therapist and work your problems out somewhere else other than in my goddamn comment section. Capiche?
Oh God, yes. Oh my God. Now this is definitely something that I have always wanted to see women elevate to. This is a dream. How women no longer have to put up with abuse. They no longer have to put up with being disrespected. They no longer have to put up with being floor mats. This is also for those women who are in relationships or who do still desire the being locked down with a ball and chain. It's a prison as far as I'm concerned, but that's just my personal view. Marriage this day and age to me is not like the way God designed it to be. It's a prison. Anytime you have someone telling you what you can and what you can't do, and you're an adult, that's a prison. That's not freedom. That's just a point of view. And I'm not trying to knock marriage. If you can find a marriage that God has put together, like the Bible says, what God has joined together, let no one pull apart or put asunder. That depends on what translation of the Bible you're reading. But you'll notice that scripture says what God has put together, not what Satan the devil has put together. And these marriages today, Satan the devil had a hand in all that, y'all. Jesus Christ would never put his daughters with someone who's abusing her, whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally. Jesus did not put you with that person. Sorry. And that should be pulled apart. But back to my point. If you do insist on this marriage thing, Personally, you're a freak for punishment if you want my view. Just my viewpoint. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm sorry. Always pay half the rent, pay half the utilities, and pay half the food. Now, some women say, I would never do that. I would do whatever. And the reason I say that is because anytime you're not paying half on the rent or the mortgage, and you're not doing half on the utilities or the food, that's his house. That stuff belongs to him. If he tells you he don't want company in the house, your family can't come over, that's his house. But when you paying half the rent or half the utilities or half the bills, he don't have a right to say anything. No, hold up a moment, sir. Always speak to him with respect and watch your tone. And remember your volume. Stay respectful. But the last time I checked, sir, Mr. Man, sweetheart, darling, I was paying half the rent here, utilities and all. Now, when it comes to the food, anytime I have friends come over, I spend half on the food if I'm feeding my guests. I have the right. You see what I'm saying? The utilities, you can't say, oh, your friends come over and you keep the lights on all the time. Last time I checked, again, honey, sweetheart, love you. Yeah, I was paying half the bills. Now, if you're paying half the bills, then he does half the housework. He does his own laundry. You take turns when it comes to cooking. He cooks this week, I got it next week. Or he cooks this month, I got it next month. I prefer he cleans the bathroom one day out of the week, thoroughly clean the bathroom, and he mopped the floors. I have the rest because that's just my preference. I prefer to manage the home, to be honest. I really do. That's my thing. But, each household is different. But for women who want to sit here and say, I don't want to pay no bills, honey, please, I would never recommend anyone to be a housewife, not this day and age. Because if you're a housewife, you have no power. You're a housewife, you have no income, no money coming in. Unless you want to be a housewife and you have an income, then I get that. But you're a housewife, you have no money. That means you have no power. If he says today or tomorrow, I want to do polyamory, I'm bringing another woman in the house, what can you do about it? What can you do about it? You have no money. He made sure he done ran away your family and your friends. He only allow you to hang out with certain people as long as they're going to support men. He don't mind you hanging out with those types. You know what I mean? I remember my daughter told me she wanted to be a housewife. I almost lost my mind. By the way, she's a registered nurse now. Yeah, she wasn't going to be no housewife now to her mother's watch. That ain't happening. Now, I don't care if you want to be a housewife, raise your children and stay at home, as long as you have an income enough to take care of all the bills. If he decides to bounce, then do you. But like I said, this video I just shared with you, oh my God, when I saw it, I was like, Jesus, you're good. Jehovah Yahweh, you are so good, because this is what I've been praying for women to get to this place, to this point. You don't need no man to validate you. Without a man, you have no worth. Without a man, you have no value. Have you taken a leave of your senses? Are you okay? You are worth so much. Think about all of your accolades, all of your accomplishments, all of your achievements. When you set goals, do you achieve them? You see, that's where my self-esteem comes from. I set goals, thanks to Jehovah God, through Jesus Christ. I achieve every single one. Everyone. Knock it out the box. So don't you ever let no man tell you you're not worth much. In God and Jesus Christ's eyes, you are amazing. You are beautiful. You are worth, to be honest with you, and I don't mean to be mean to the dudes, you're worth more than him. God created you as his helper. He's the one who needs the help, not us. They have a nice little joke. They say when God created Adam, he created the man. And when he finished looking at the man, God said, you know what? I know I could do better than this. And that's when he created woman. How about that, baby? So don't you ever let no man try to tear you down or diminish your value or your worth. You are beautiful. You are the giver of life. Every single human being, okay, check this out, is on this planet because of a woman. You see, a man, he may plant the seed, but it's up to the woman whether she keeps the seed. These people on this earth, none of us would be breathing if it weren't for our mothers. We could have had abortions. We could have took the morning after pill. We could have just got rid of the whole doggone thing, to be honest. Your mother is the reason why you're breathing, which is why you see I put so much emphasis on how you treat your mom. And I know she may be toxic. God knows there's a lot of them out there, honey. It is. But don't sit up there and say you're getting rid of your toxic mother, and then you turn over there with that toxic demon that you're laying next to. That's so not cool. But anyway, I want to play the video again with her. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy. Thank you, Jehovah, through Jesus. Thank you. Women are waking up all over the world. All over the world. Let's go back to my girl over here. Loving her. What? Come on, girlfriend.
Be alone without a man someday when I'm 60 years old. Oh no, whatever will I do? My world is ending. Oh no. Are you seriously trying to use that tired old scare tactic from like 70 years ago where you threaten women by telling them, oh, you're not going to have a man someday. You're going to be all alone without a man someday. Really? Come on, man. It's 2022, okay? Get with the times. Let me fill you in on a little secret here. Women don't give a shit if we have a man or not, okay? We don't care anymore because we don't need men anymore. We have our own careers now. We have our own money now. We have our own homes now. We literally have everything that we need, and we can provide that for ourselves. So why do we need you? We don't. If we have a man, it's because we want to have one. And in fact, I think it's that very thing that's making so many of you lose your fucking minds now, because now it has suddenly dawned on you that we don't need you anymore and that we don't have to settle for mediocre behavior. We're allowed to have standards now. And that right there is what's making you lose your fucking minds. And that right there is why you have been in my comment section throwing a crying hissy fit for the last 24 hours and counting. Jesus fucking Christ, man, go get a hobby or something. Or better yet, go see a therapist and work your problems out somewhere else other than in my goddamn comment section. Capiche?
Oh, God, like I said, my Tubies, my Teletubbies, and my TikTokers, I couldn't have said it better. And I am so very happy that I got to share this with you. And like I said, this is like a prayer that is being answered. And like I said, also, you know, I'm an advice coach. SheilaTruelove, my information is in the description area with my phone number along with my email address. I work on a donation basis. I'm hearing it all across. Asian women, African women, Italian women, European women. I have people calling me all over the world and emailing me. You know, they're going through a lot with a lot of these relationships. And a lot of them are dealing with narcissistic abuse. And they watch my videos. They actually said they have their daughters. They bring their daughters to sit down and they binge watch my videos with their family members, which I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I love it when I see women getting stronger and stronger. And to be strong don't mean that you're not feminine. It's feminine to be smart, to be wise, to always stick close to your creator, Jehovah God and Jesus Christ. That's definitely wise. And I'm so proud of all the women who are waking up all across the world. Don't let no man cheat on you. He cheats on you, He don't love you. I'm sorry. And again, I can't put enough emphasis on what God has put together. Let no one pull apart. If God did not put your marriage together, sweetheart, you could tell if God put it together by the way that, I was getting ready to say circus clown, by the way he treats you. I know there are women, there's not a month that goes by that these women are not abused in some form or fashion. It don't always have to be physical, sweetheart. Anyway, I love you, and I want you to have an amazing day, because guess what? I am. I love you, babies.